morning, everyone. My name is Aisha, aka Nurse Aisha. Welcome to my vlog, today's vlog. Actually, today you are going to come to work with me. So, what time is it? It's 10 to 6. I got up around 4:45 something. So, I'm ready for work. I just need some coffee, a quick coffee before I go to work. And I thought I would go through what I do on a daily basis at work. Today, well, the weather, current weather, bright outside. We're in summertime, so it's really bright outside, very early in the morning, 10 to 6, which is good. It's good when you have to work, because it's been really dark, but we're going into summertime. The birds are outside. It's Saturday morning, but I still have to work because the hospital is not closed. It's open 24/7. Today I'm going to be at a geriatric clinic at the hospital that I work at. Obviously I cannot film inside my actual workplace, but around, and I can explain what I do, what I've done. So now I drive to work. It's about 12 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. But obviously if I have to commute with the usual traffic, collective traffic, it would be a bit longer to get there. But I drive to work, and it's a short drive. And when I get there, so basically what I do when I get there, I change to my uniform. So I have my normal clothes, but when I get there, I will change to my uniform. So first things first, let's have some coffee. Quick coffee, very quick coffee. A day in a nurse life, I might not have time to sit down and drink my coffee. So cheers, good morning. I actually drink fake coffee. Well, it's decaffeinated coffee with oat milk. I don't do coffee anymore. It gives me palpitations. So I like the taste of coffee, but it doesn't like me. So I do decaffeinated coffee. So I'm gonna tell you about my day today, just in case I don't have time to film at work. But so I honestly need to go. But it's a Saturday, so there's not a lot of traffic. I can get there really quickly. Though I need my phone to get to places. I need my phone to get into the parking lot. I need my phone to pay for the parking when I get to work. So it's really and I have to use it to film. So there's going to be a bit of disruption in this video. So bear with me. All right, so morning coffee, drive to work, get there, change to my uniform, and then walk all the way to the geriatric clinic, which is a bit farther from the main place that I change. And then, the morning routine with the patients and the medications, and, just the first thing we need to do is talk to each other, give each other the situation of what's going on with the patients. And then, I start the actual work. That will be, actually my day starts, my shift starts at 6:45. So I have to be changed and all done at 6:45 and report to work, so that the nurses that have been working night shift can actually go home around 7:15. Their shift ends at 7:15. It started last night at 9 o'clock. I believe they start working at 9. Yeah, because we get off at, the people that work evening shift get off at 9:30 or 10, some of them. I personally get off at 9:30. So, excuse me. What I do is I am a kind of a renter nurse in a pool of nurses at the hospital. So it's not any external rental nursing, it's internal. So the hospitals have made this thing, you know, just to kind of to save money, because external nurses that come into the hospital to work are really expensive. I've done that at some point. The companies, the rental nurse companies, take out a really huge sum to pay them. But so the hospitals are trying to make it cheaper by collecting us nurses that don't really want to stay in one place all the time. So that's what we do. We have a pool of nurses and assistant nurses. And also a really good thing that they have is that they have trainee nurses. So these are nurses that have that are just got out of nursing school and want some experience in different types of medical wards or different experiences. Like they have 6 months at every placing. They have 6 months. So they could be at the colorectal for 6 months. They could be at we don't actually at that hospital we don't have any pediatrics. But you choose, like they don't actually choose. They don't. So you could be at the stroke unit for 6 months. You could be at what else do we have? Neuro. Is it neuro? Well, disclaimer. When I speak, I have to translate everything from the Swedish language to the English language. We'll get there. I'll explain. So Swedish has become my main language. I work, I read, I actually think in Swedish. That is what it is. It's become that way. I have nothing to do with it. I can't really help it because I've lived here basically all my life, and I've done all my schooling in Swedish. I work, read, think, speak daily with my patients, with everybody else in Swedish. Not everybody else, of course. I speak my mother tongue, Luganda, with my siblings and people around me that speak it. And I also speak English quite frequent. I do. But Swedish is the main language that I use on a daily basis. So that's why when I'm thinking the medical terms, I think in the Swedish language. So if you speak Swedish, please let me know. Maybe we can chat. I'm trying to... Do I have time to have my coffee? I don't even think I do, but... Yeah, so what else? After work, I have an event. Fabulous event. I've been invited to a party tonight. So that is going to be interesting. You will get to see the nurse, you know, from this to this. So after my shift, I believe, I start 6:45 and get off at 3:30. If I'm lucky, I might get out of work at 2 o'clock. That's what I'm aiming for. And then come home and, you know, change into a butterfly, get glammed up, put on my party gear, and we are gonna go to a party tonight. It's Saturday night, so It's an event that it's actually not an event. It is an event. It's a party event, kind of. I'm not quite sure if it's a networking event, but no, it's a party event. A good friend of mine, Dr. Helen, invited me to this party, but she hasn't really said much because she's flying in actually today from London. I'm not quite sure she knows much about the thing either, but she's given me the address, and I know it's fancy people. So we're gonna have to choose a outfit tonight. Ooh. Can't wait. So that's on the agenda today. Work and then party. So looking forward to that. I'm not quite sure. I think I have an idea of what to wear, but you don't want to show up to these things underdressed or overdressed. None of it is okay. And I can never do anything in between. I don't know. So I end up always overdressed for the event. But we'll see. All right, back to work. Geriatrics today. Yesterday it was the colorectal clinic, and I actually sent one of my patients over to the geriatric clinic that I am going to be working today. So at the geriatric clinics, what we do most of the times is rehabilitation. Most elderly people, well, that's the whole point with geriatrics. People that are older and that have suffered some kind of complications, maybe a stroke. It could be a post-operative situation where we have to rehabilitate them after. And then there's a lot of social planning for them to get back home, or maybe to go to any other home if they cannot stay at their own house and take care of themselves. We do a lot of risk prevention. We make sure that they can walk by themselves or with a walker, or if they cannot, maybe a wheelchair, all of that. So there's a lot of social planning with the home care clinics or home care, and also with the clinics, primärvård, if you know what that means. I'll write it down. Primärvård, basically the house doctors, husläkare. No, well, the care after the hospital. So there's a lot of planning that needs to be done for these people after they leave the hospital. So that's what we do at the geriatrics. We also make sure that, a lot of prevention work with nutrition, with fall prevention. We do make sure that they are, that they will make it whatever happens after they've been to the hospitals. I'll just have to get my my English-Swedish dictionary so we can actually speak. It's not even about the Swedish-English dictionary, it's about the medical language, the medical lingo. I think that is what the problem here. The problem is the medical terms that are difficult to... There's a lot of things that are similar, but a lot of it is really difficult for me. I'm sure it's not for other people. So I'm already dressed. So basically, when I'm done talking to you guys, we shall get going. It's currently 4 degrees outside. So even though it's bright outside, it's kind of chilly. It's still really chilly. So I need a scarf. I need a little bit of not the winter jacket anymore, but something so that I don't get cold. Yeah, so we will be moving quite soon. I don't have, actually today I don't even have lunch packed. I didn't cook yesterday. So, well, we'll have to wing it. I think I have some leftover yogurt at work that I can have for lunch. Lunch is around, well, we can have lunch all the way from 11:30. I usually take my lunch at 12:30. And it's okay today because I have that. I do think we're going to get dinner at that place. I'm not quite sure. Oh my God, I have to ask. So basically what I'm trying to do is that when I get home, I don't want to cook either today. I don't know. I might end up getting something to go. So a quick lunch at work, yogurt or something. And then when I get home, I won't actually have time to cook because it will be quite late. I have to be there, I think around 6. So if I'm here by 2, I have to get ready, and then, yeah, we'll see. Maybe a quick snack. Let me see. Oh, it's gonna get dark. Oh. Okay. I have actually not cleaned up since I got home. I came home from Kenya, for those of you that don't know, a few days ago, and trying to do some laundry, and it's kind of messy, but bear with me. Oh my God, does it look that messy? Okay, it's my mail also. I need a scarf, sweater, more coffee. Finally done with my coffee. Can get moving. I think I'm gonna be late today. But we'll get there. We shall get there. Bag ready. This is my work bag with everything that I basically need. I have my card. You cannot get anywhere at the hospital without this. So, and it's a personal one. And I got my headsets. I have some lip balm. Perfect. Let's go. Car keys. Ooh, cold. All right, so I have to walk to the parking lot, get into the car. Obviously, for safety reasons, I'm not going to film in the car because I don't have an actual stand that provides for the phone for now, and I don't want to get into a car crash, so holding this. So we're gonna take a pause. Ooh, it's chilly. I don't want to say it's cold because winter is cold. This is not cold. This is just chilly. Ooh. Walk quickly. Ooh. So people are getting ready for summer. They're getting some nice flowers. See that? But obviously the trees are still kind of naked, but it's blooming. We're getting there. It's blooming season. It's actually my favorite season. I love spring. I really love spring. But spring and summer actually go really quickly. I mean, they get to each other. So it could be spring for just a few, like a month, and then it's full-blown summer. And for the blooming season, people with allergies, it's not fun. So make sure that you get you already started your medication with your allergy tablets. And you could experience symptoms like, you know, itchy eyes, kind of like a cold. So make sure that you find out if it's allergies or an actual cold. You could get a cold because people undress very quickly for the season before it actually gets warm enough. So I urge you not to undress too quickly. This sweater is actually warm. Could have worn a bit more, but we gotta go work. Hopefully somebody will open for me, but nobody's here, so I have to open for myself. All right, people, so we have arrived. I have arrived to work. I have paid my parking. I might have speeded a little bit, but I'm here. 6:35. I have to report to work at 6:45. So let's go. Basically, I'm gonna show you the way that I get into the hospital, and then you know, just because of integrity and people not liking, you know, it's kind of invading just to people walking by, especially colleagues that are working. It might be you know, inappropriate to film, but I'll try to show you as much as I can. Let's see if I can get out of here. Someone just parked right next to me and opened their door. Okay. All right, let's go. All right, I'm gonna be late, so I have to hurry. So when I get to work, oh my God, it's sunny outside. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a hot day, perhaps. I haven't actually checked the weather forecast, but I'm gonna be inside most of the time anyways, so I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy that. But maybe try to get out. So when I'm walking from the parking lot, first thing that is you see is the emergency room. So let's change this way, show you. So the inflow into the emergency room really determines the workload for us. So that is the emergency room. I don't know if you could see that. That's the emergency room. Show you like so. So it's right on my left side, and then we get to the main entrance at the hospital. That's where I get in. Let's see if there's people coming. I figured Saturday would be a good day to film because there's not a lot of people at the hospital, but even the ones that are here might not appreciate being filmed. So yeah, I actually have to find out regulations about that. As soon as you get into the hospital, there's a security guard guarding the hospital, making sure that everything is okay. And like I said, integrity. So right outside there's actually patients sitting and waiting for transportation and stuff like that. So that's why it's not a good idea. But we're here at the main entrance. Yes, we're here. change to my uniform, like so, and I have to walk all the way to the geriatric clinic where I'm gonna be at today. I do feel like I need a vest, so let's see if I can get that in here somewhere. It's quite a long walk to the clinic from the main, because I just left our kind of office that we have for the rental nurses. Hey. This is our clothes, where we keep all our clothes. Like so. So I just got myself a vest and I will keep moving. Oh, this is also a little inside there. There's the what's it called? The emergency room. So as I walk, I can see like the inflow. If there's a lot of patients in the emergency room, that will determine what I should expect. Maybe not at the geriatrics, but overall at the hospital. The emergency room determines our workload and inflow of patients, basically. Okay. Hard. You need your card almost everywhere. Hard. Okay, so we're down in the cellar. To get to one place to another, if the places are not closed, you have to walk through these long corridors. This is basically downstairs. This is only for us. You only have access here if you work here. So walk all the way from one building to another. So there's different buildings, and these are basically the way that you can know where you're going. So I've been basically here at M, and I'm going all the way to A, and it's really like the elevators names. So målpunkt M, målpunkt A. That's basically where we're going. So like I said, I'm a bit late, but we're walking basically through like machine rooms. This is where also transportations through between units happens also, so you can hear like things happening up here in the machinery. This is quite a long walk, but nice walk. You can walk from outside, but I prefer this. So there's people coming and going. So what was I saying? I was telling you about what we do at the geriatrics. We actually do a lot of assessments with the older patients, because as you get older, you need a lot of care after the hospital visits. So we do a lot of assessments on how they will manage after they are released from the hospitals. So make sure that everything that happens after that is on point, basically, so that they are not in any kind of danger when they get home. Yes. Okay. It feels awkward walking and talking to yourself, and I think everyone finds it unnerving. I can see it on people's faces, like, what is she doing? Is she filming me? It's weird. People never really realize that it's not about them. Like, it's about me, okay? It's my video. So down here, there's also changing rooms. There's some few people that change down here, but there's also dirty laundry, smutstvätt. There's a lot of administration rooms and other types of rooms here. I can literally see people docking my phone as soon as they see it. But it was a good choice to choose the Saturday where there's not a lot of people. Warning, we have a lot of those here at the hospitals. There's oxygen, there's a lot of basically explosives. So yeah, there's a lot of warning signs everywhere. Also medical waste, cannulas and things like that we need to have warning signs on. Okay, we're almost there. I'm gonna have to apologize for being late. But usually the first 15 minutes actually for me, so I can read about the patients. Also, I already clocked in. I clocked in as I was at the which floor? I clocked in as I was at the office, our little office area and changing room area. So I'm good to go. So basically it's 15 minutes I lose from that I cannot sit and read properly. So they'll have to basically fill me in about everything. All right, so we're here and we're gonna have to pause this video for patient safety and integrity basically. All right, so I made it to work quite on time. I wasn't that late. And so the first thing that I need to do after I've received a report from the night nurse is come in here in our medicine room and make sure that I start prepping for the 8 o'clock medication, which is usually the first things that patients get after they have some breakfast. And so this is the medicine room, like so. One of them, of course, this is for this specific ward. And that safe right there is for narcotics. We have to take it out and then sign for it and then give it to the patients. So all medications are in order from A to Z, and then there's some extra medication. So our patients do not bring their own medicine with them, and that is also so that we can regulate. We are responsible for medication for our patients. If they bring their own medication, then we really don't know what they're taking, how much of it they're taking, if there's an issue of overdosing and all of that. So we need to have control of the situation. So we keep almost all medication here. We have a really good stock. And if we don't have enough, or we don't have that exact medication that they're on or that they have been put on, then we have an extra stock room that the pharmacist is responsible for. So we go downstairs and pick it up, and that is for all the units around the hospitals. We have the basics here, and then of course they're basic for the specific ward that you're working on that day, and then you pick up the extras as you need. So what I love about this is that in every room we have somewhere we can wash our hands and also some spirit. We have computers, the portable computers, and outside in our administrative room we have the stationary computers that we can also document, because we really need to document everything, and whatever that we do needs to be documented, otherwise it's not done. And then we have some liquids here as well. And actually these are different I don't know what they're called, pivot cord and all of that stuff that we need for our patients. Here are the liquids down here. So there's a whole organization, and we do it also as they do it with the kids at their schools. Everything is marked. Let me see if you can see that. Everything is written on what it is: inhalations, medical plasters, sodium, everything that you don't have to pull drawers and look for stuff. And over here we have antibiotics. We have some well, everything that you need basically. Base. We have blood thinners, injections. We have some, obviously we work with risk assessments with, for instance, constipations. So we have all our constipation medication over here. Yeah, everything, gloves. We have the permar. We have, documentations on paper, some of it that needs to be done. There's a fridge for insulins and all of that, which reminds me, I need to put on it's kind of hot, it's getting really hot, and medications is not supposed to be in too warm environment. So because it's summer and it's getting really, really stuffed and hot. I mean, it's not that hot outside, but in these rooms, it can get really, really hot. So I need to put that on. It's a it's not an AC because we don't do ACs in Sweden because it's cold, but they put some portable ones for these seasons. So I need to put that on. And with that said, I need to go downstairs and pick up some medication for my patient that we do not have. We run out of this. So I need to go downstairs and pick that up. All right, so apparently I didn't need to pick up any medication because we actually had it in the basic medication in the medicine room. We had that medicine, so I didn't need to go downstairs to get that. So I came here to our lunchroom to show you a bit how our lunchroom looks like. So most of the clinics have lunchrooms. Well, they all do. It's required. And it's always the basics, fridge where we can put our food, because most of us bring our own food to eat, leftovers, obviously. We do have a cafeteria and some shops, some, convenience stores, or two of them around the hospital, so you can buy something if you haven't got your own food. Obviously, we have microwaves to warm our foods. We do get tea and coffee at work. Everywhere, there's coffee and tea. Coffee is a must. Tea, maybe not, but most people have tea and coffee. And then obviously we get the cutlery and plates that we can use, cups and mugs. And then a dishwasher to wash the stuff that we eat from. What else? We do get fruit baskets because we need to stay healthy and top up with those vitamins. Everywhere there's also a place where you can actually recycle. We recycle metal, glass, plastic. What else? Plastic, glass, metal, and something else. I can't remember. There's usually four baskets, both in the medicine room and also out here. We recycle also food. So food waste needs to go in a special bag. And then, so this is where we hang out at this specific ward. There's the table, there's chairs, and there's also a sofa, so you can sit. It's an older version. This ward is actually very old, maybe it is senior citizens also who come here. So maybe that has a theme to it. The ward is quite old, it's not the new building, but it works. It's functional, basically. All right, so I thought I would sit down here and talk about the schedule, how it looks like. So when we get there in the morning, when we get here in the morning, we start off, with connecting with each other, talking to each other, especially the night nurses, just basically give us information about the patients. Today I have 6 patients that I'm responsible for. So when I got the report, I had to start, then I need to communicate with my assistant nurse or assistant nurses, because I think I have two. I'm working with two assistant nurses. So they need to get more information about the patients. I think we start with which type of care that we need for all of them, and then if they're mobile, like if they need to be taken care of, how they need to be taken care of, and then we talk about any extras, anything that is out of the ordinary that they need, if they need to be fed, if they need to help with their hygienes and stuff like that, and then some medical stuff. So after we've done that, they start off with the help that they need. They start with hygiene, with waking them up and making sure they get breakfast. And as they get their breakfast and do all of that, the assistant nurse is doing their work. I'm also doing, starting off with the medicine room and making sure that, you know, everything is set in there. We have all the medication that needs to be given to the patients. And then today I had to plan for someone that was leaving, so I did that. We talk about risks that can occur or that have occurred. Today I had someone that had actually fallen during the night and had a really bad cut, but they were not here. They had to go for control. They had to go somewhere else. They had to go to the emergency room to make sure that there was no internal bleeding, and then come back to us. So we needed to discuss that. And then after that is done, around 9 o'clock, I think 9:30, I had the doctor come through. It's a weekend, so really there are not that many doctors. There's actually one that is on call, one on-call doctor and one that is present, but he wasn't here, so the on-call doctor came to do the rounds with me. So we did that. We go in and we take out turns. So we're two nurses today. So I have the 6 patients and the other one has the rest of the patients. I think she has more, maybe 8 she's responsible for. So if anyone has to come in from the emergency room, I'll be the one to receive the patient first. Because I don't have enough patients. Actually, now I think I have 5, because the one that I had I basically sent one patient home already. It's coming to 12, so she left maybe around 10:30. So now, if anything happens and from the emergency room or from any other ward that needs patient to leave that ward to come here for rehabilitation, they'll call us and we will do what's necessary to receive them. So after all that is done, we do have a little break for a coffee break. We took that already. We had the coffee break. We talked a little bit, also maybe sometimes around our patients, sometimes about gibberish. We can talk about anything. And then after that, we go back and obviously look through what needs to be done. Sores, you know, all of that we need to take care of with our patients. I think some patients also wear help to shower, to get fresh. Hygiene is important. And then after that, we have lunch. I think I'll take my lunch break at around 12:30. That's usually the time that I can break off. And that is also after I've given them midday medications. And then the next, after my lunch break, there is also by that time, the evening nurses are coming in. They start at 1:30. Usually 1:30. At some places, maybe at 2 o'clock. But 1:30, they come in. They usually come in earlier and they sit and read, but really they should start their shift at 1:30. That is the thing. As nurses and assistant nurses, we always manage to come earlier to work, and you know, unpaid work, not a good thing, but that's what we do. 1:30 they start their shift, and then they read until 2 o'clock, and then at 2 o'clock we have our little meeting, report. Some places 2:30. So then after that, they can also look around what needs to be done, and then they also have rounds. And yeah, I can basically call it a day if everything is in order, if nothing else needs to be done, or I will stay around and help and do some extra stuff. But usually we're good to go, especially during the weekends. It's a bit slow, but sometimes the weekends are definitely not slow. But today let's not say anything yet. But for now, everything looks good. What I can say about my job and about people that work as nurses is that we're so flexible. We're like water. I mean, whatever comes, we just float and go with the flow. Whatever you push to us, whatever you give us, we can fix. So say, I'm here talking to you on my break, and something comes up, or an emergency or anything, I can just get up and do what needs to be done. So I guess that is required as a nurse. You really have to be like water. Just make your way and get things done. We're problem solvers, we flexible, we are just, all in one package. I believe that we are. I mean, not only nurses, I mean, most people in the healthcare sector are like that a bit, because working with people requires that. Working with vulnerable, sick people requires that. So I guess that's the one thing that I am proud of in my career and my job, and my colleagues that are so flexible and just get things done. Yeah, so what I'm looking forward to now is my lunch, and I need to warm it up. If I have lunch, I don't think I have my lunch. No, I'm gonna have yogurt. That's what I'm having today. Yes, I'm gonna pick that up, and I guess I'll see you at the end of my shift. All right, people, I'm done. I'm done for today. My shift is finished. It's 5 minutes to 3 o'clock. Have a few minutes to do other stuff. So come with me. Hey now. All right, so let's take the stairs. And as we have some time, let me show you our extra. Wait, where am I? Okay, I'm second floor. So here we go. So here's our extra storage for medication, where we can come and get whatever we need that we don't have in stock at the ward. Let's see if there's anybody here. Yes, so here we go. So this is how it looks like. This is the computer where you log in and write whatever medication that you need. And then here are some storage compartments where, if it's available, then you'll find it in the system, and then it will open up the door that you need, and you can get that. And basically, because you're logged in as yourself with your card, that will register that you're the one that picked up that medicine, and where you work and all of that. So it's regulated, and it's also documented with your card, with your personal card. And there's a lot in here, not everything, but quite a few. I think it's 8 different compartment drawers. So now I'm basically gonna plan my end of day, get home, and try to get ready for this party tonight. Party time. So recap, or maybe just let's talk about what I did today. I love old people. Have I said this? They're so cute. Like, they become kids again. And I guess being a nurturer, you kind of pick up on that, to take care of somebody and their needs. And then, you know, I actually today, I don't know, maybe it's the hair, talked to someone, called me Grace Jones. Another one actually took my picture. We're not allowed to take pictures. Like, you're not allowed to come with your phone and take pictures of us, because, you know, they can get in the wrong hands. But they asked nicely, I think. One of them was the son asked, the patient actually said, oh, she looks like Grace Jones, let's take a picture. Can you please take a picture so I can remember? And, you know, I felt some kind of way. She might not be, you know, very long with us. So I was like, okay, just take my picture. I don't care, just smile. Be a good sport about it. It's not, well, if it gets in the wrong hands, it is a big deal. But otherwise, yeah. Well, I'm on here, so these videos can get into the wrong hands. But if I can make someone happy, you know. Yeah, so I didn't get to film like at the end of my shift, I received a new patient. Obviously, I'm not responsible for much longer. So my colleagues that are going to do the evening shift took over, but the bed that the patient came on was in the hallway, but I didn't get to film that because there were people in the hallway and you have to respect people's privacy. Yes, so we're taking the same route basically as I came this morning. So we'll get there. There's a lot of promotion, and this is not as much as it is during the weeks because it's a Saturday. I am passing part of the new building here. So there's a new part of the hospital that just came up. They've opened up and some people have actually moved in. So it's very new, and they've attached it to the old building. This hospital is very, very old, but they've renewed it with building a new body next to the old one. And they are all intertwined, like they have, yeah, this is like the new part of the building, but you can access it from the old part. And you have completely new lifts here. This side. These are the new lifts you can take to the new building. And you can also access the emergency room from this side, I guess. It's a good thing that everything is labeled, like where you are and where you're going. You can get lost. And also the actual lifts have, you know, information on where you are. I think the green is exactly where you are or somewhere. And then if you're going up. So actually I thought we could go to the top of the building. Let's see if we can access that. We can go there. Yeah, let's do that. Show you the new part of the hospital that is I need to use my card. Can't get anywhere without your card. This is also to prevent people, outsiders, to get access to the building, which is really good because you don't want people that do not belong to access the building. However, so everywhere it's, you know, you have to show your card with your access card so that they know who's passing through. Let's see where we get. Like seriously, I can get lost in these buildings. I don't often access this building, so I just pick up patients here once in a while. Oh yeah, central. Hold on. No, I cannot. Can I get in here? Do I? Oh, this is the one. Yes. All right, let's see where I'm at. Oh no. Okay, not in there. We'll see that another day. Or we'll access it from somewhere else, perhaps. So that was actually the operation part of the building. See, I have to. Getting out is easier, but getting up and getting through could be trickier. I thought we could use that entrance to get somewhere up to the rooftop. We have a rooftop at the hospital these days. Not that we have much time to actually use it. Where am I? Hold on. No. Another floor down. Okay, so I have this time to just move around and show you a bit of my workplace, where I hang more than half of the time, because that's what we do. We work a lot. And that's why, for me, it's important to it's important with work-life balance, but also really important to have a job. If not, it's just a job. For me, I don't see this as just a job. This is actually my career, and I guess that's why I've made it my mission to make sure that I actually like the place where I work, that I have some type of assurance and some type of... I change jobs quite often. I actually do, because there's so much to do as a nurse. There's so much to learn. There's so much to grasp. And I think the best job that I've ever done was research. I did that for a short period of time, but it was really, really interesting. I couldn't go on because, the place that I worked at was not, the work environment was not good, which is really, really important for me. My work environment, people that I work with, access to the job. Like, I don't want to live here and have to commute like 2 hours from my job. I just don't find that. I don't like that. It's a bit, we have so many hospitals here anyways in the big city. So, and if I can work close to home, it's better for me. And the closest one that I had was it was a walking distance from my house, from my apartment, like literally walking distance. It was a healthcare or wellness clinic. So let's see how we can easily access the rooftop. All right, so we're here, the new building, new fresh building, and it's just, yeah, like you can see there, they're still building a little bit. And that, hold on, let me see. That there is the old building, and this, the glass windows is the new building. So basically you can see the old building as I walk past. Wait, yesterday I went up on the rooftop, so I think I do remember. And what I have here is, I think we came out that way somehow, but I couldn't really, didn't know where I was exactly. Post-op, the side, yeah, I think this is the place, this is the place. We are going to the rooftop. Rooftop, terrass in Swedish, terrassen, the rooftop. Okay, let's see. It was really beautiful up there. Obviously, this sign means that only people with an access card can get there, basically.
Dörrarna stängs.
I think people have planned lots of afterworks up here. People that have lunch for more than 30 minutes can actually get up here. But being that I only have 30 minutes break, I don't usually come up here. Okay, rooftop, and we're outside. Oh my god, we work so much inside that you don't actually get any fresh air. So this is the rooftop with the new body of the hospital. You can see, let me do a 360. That's how it looks like. And then the old building. It's basically buildings around the hospital because it was built in the middle of everything, and then the main road over there. So I was thinking we could do some videotaping up here once in a while, take some air. That's, I guess, the downside of working as a nurse indoors. You don't really come out much, and the sun is gone, it's off the building. So like I said, a recap of light. Let there be light. There's light, enough light. Okay, so hold on, bear with me. Light, we want light. Okay, so what did I do today? Did anything happen out of the ordinary? Not really, except that I'm filming. That is out of the ordinary. Like, this is my first time walking around with my camera or with my phone around the hospital. But otherwise, patient wise, did anything happen? No, not really. Except that, I got my picture taken. I usually say no when people ask to take my picture, because we are working and we are people service, so you never know. Nice people at work today, and I think that's the good part that I like with this job, is that you do your work and then you move on. Make sure that you do the best that you can, don't leave anything out, and then the next day, so the next time I'm gonna work will be Monday. And I'll probably be at another place. I haven't really looked at my schedule, but I like that being flexible. And also, I think we talked about it with a new lady that I met at the work today at where I was today, and we talked about drama and all of that at work, which I'm not a big fan of. Like, I do not like drama. So if I can sit maybe at a table, rest my arm a bit. The chairs have not been cleaned yet, but enough people are out here, I saw. So we talked about today, I met a lady that has actually switched careers very late in her life. She has a doctorate in biology and has worked for some American company and traveled a lot within her job. And we were talking about, first of all, a change of career very late in your life. Why now? Why not? But it's interesting because this time around I've met so many people that have changed careers, and one of the reasons was COVID. People that I met, and this is the beauty of hopping and skipping here and there. You hear so many stories, so many beautiful stories. So COVID led to a lot of people choosing this fantastic career, a nurse. I've met some people after COVID. People actually chose to go back to school and do the 3-year university studies that it takes to become a nurse, because people wanted to be at service. COVID-19 opened up doors for people to see how important our job is, how important it is to be at service to others. So I met first people that I met that I know also that it was all over the news was flight attendants. They switched careers. Some of them were actually already nurses. I have a friend of mine that did study to be a nurse, but for some reason she switched careers. She wanted to travel, so she became a flight attendant, and she came back. When COVID hit, they got laid off, and she put on her uniform again. I've met people that have worked with finance that switched careers during COVID, also later in their lives. These were not like 20-year-olds. I've also met people younger people that also chose to become nurses during COVID, because the job opportunities are many. So you will basically not be without a job, and you can switch and you can build your career. For me, it's the building of the career. Like there's so many layers with being a nurse. So we talked about that today, and we talked about the importance of being at service, and also the difficulties working with people, not only serving people but also working with people. There's so much there and so many difficulties that can happen. And for me, I like to keep to myself, I guess. I like to separate my work from my personal life. I have a colleague that just resigned, and yesterday we discussed the reason why he's resigning, and he said that he doesn't feel comfortable switching places all the time. Like he wants friends and not colleagues. That was really interesting, because for me it's the other way around. I want colleagues and not really friends, because I have enough friends in my personal life. I don't feel like I need friends at work. That sounds cold, but really it's never been my thing. It's the same thing as building personal relationships or romantic relationships at work. It's never been my thing. I like to separate the two. I'm very serious with my job and my career, that I want to keep them separate. So that colleague of mine wants friends at work. He wants, the after works. He wants coming home and talk, or coming to work and talking about what he did at the weekend and blah 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 blah. I've never been that kind of person, and I've worked for 14 years. I think that the worst that happened to me was a point where my boss wanted me to have or to host an after party at my house, my private space, with all my colleagues. No. I found a way to get out of that. It was just not for me. So I guess it depends on the character that you have, what kind of work-life balance you want and who you are. Like I said, I don't want to mix the two. I want my privacy, and I want to come here and be kind of anonymous, maybe. Yeah. Not too much personal life. Yeah. So the next time we'll talk, I'll be at home getting ready for evening plans. For the evening plans, the dress code is party, so I'm gonna find some cute outfit. And then so it's time to get off here. I need to wrap up. I just wanted to say something. Yeah, so parking. someone came up with this great idea that nurses, people at service, doctors have to pay parking daily. That was a good idea. I don't think so. So every day we pay. Obviously, it's not much, but it's still that thing of paying parking. It's just something that irritates me. And if you forget, you get this humongous. Yeah, they'll give you a ticket if you don't log into the app and basically roll the circle that you're there and you work there. They thought it was a good idea. I don't think so, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna wrap up and I'll see you at home. Hello, happy people. Welcome back to the vlog. So I'm home. I'm actually ready for the party. Yeah, I'll show you my whole outfit in a minute. So I reached home. I had quite a few things to do before I started getting ready. I had to cook some food because I turned out the parties at 8 o'clock in the evening, so which is almost soon. So I had to make dinner, I had to take a shower, I had to do all of that, get ready, and you see I'm all glammed up. Yes. How do I look? You like? All right, so we still have a few things to do before I leave. I thought that I would apply some lipstick while you are with me. And then I really have to go. Yeah, I'll have to be excused for my lateness. What am I doing? Let me just sit down and do my lip. All right, so I thought that I would do my lip while you are with me. We're gonna do a lip pen first. I feel like from rugs to riches, from my scrubs to today's outfit. And then just to finish the look off. I like it. What do you think? Picture perfect. We like it. And my outfit, oh, this is gonna be a tough one. Skirt, see-through, blouse. We're good to go. I have to go. So see you outside. All right, so we're off to the evening plans, evening party. I decided to take the train because I don't want to drive. Parking in the middle of the city, yeah, and finding the actual place could be an issue. So take the train. I know exactly where the place is. Which road should I take? Okay, Blush and Point. Okay. So it's quite it's kind of like walking to the train. It's a few minutes, but we'll get there. And of course I'm wearing heels, so you can hear click, click, click. See how I'm gonna click my heels back home in the evening. And I decided to wear my scarf because gets really chilly in the evening. And of course, as we approach the train, I need my phone to pay for the ticket. And anybody that's been to Stockholm, Sweden, you know the trains are really good. The commute system is really good. So it'll get me where I need to go, back and forth. Not quite sure what time it is, but I know I'm late. But I'll get there. Better late than never. So I just got off the train and I'm gonna meet some friends. This way. Exit. I'm on the right track. So I'm basically here. Hear me? So basically I arrived to the actual place. We're just gonna have to walk a few blocks to get there. And I'm gonna meet the girls at the exit. Haven't been out in a while, obviously, and definitely not been out filming myself as I walk by. Anyways, I think it was actually easier to get here with the subway other than taking the car or an Uber. I arrived and we're all late. Seems like we're all late. Everyone is late. we're just at the next station. It should be probably right behind me. Maybe already in front of me. Let's see if anybody's here. Oh my god, this place, Sweden basically, this time of year is packed. Or Stockholm, I should say. Everyone is out because the weather's good, the vibe is good. So everyone is Saturday night. It's gonna be a party, y'all. Oh, here are the girls. Hey! We have arrived. So awkward. Over here. We have arrived to the venue and it's party time. Look at this. My friends don't want to be on camera, so we gotta go, we gotta go. Hold on. We're out and about. I need to show you my beautiful city. This beautiful, beautiful scenery. Everybody's out. Party time. I måste bara visa. So beautiful. All right, lovely people. I am taking my tired feet home. It's about time. Okay, so it's kind of early. It was still early during the evening, but I'm tired and I gotta go get some good night beauty sleep. So I am up early, fresh, not tired. So I think I'm gonna end this video here, and I hope you had a great time following me around during the day. Got to see a day in my life, morning, early morning and late evening. Let's see what time it is. I think it's around 11 or maybe midnight. Perfect time to end the evening. Okay, have a good night or good morning wherever you are. Let me get to my train so I can go home. Drunk people all around the city. All right, take care. Bye. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like and comment on this video. Let me know if you like this type of content, if you like to follow me around during the day. Yeah, subscribe. Thank you. Good night.